Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I just wanted to talk about a couple of things. When it comes to physicians and spiritual workers and snake oil salesmen and shit, right? The scriptures go into how the physicians are of no value. It speaks of the prophecies concerning how in the latter days physicians will be of no great use, as you see. Look at big pharma. Look at the medical industry. It's all about money. You've got all these people, wanting to be doctors, nurses, RNs, LPNs, and all that type of stuff in that field. And they're not going into that field because they care and they really want to help people per se. It's money. It's really about money. A lot of them are only in it for the money. They're not in it to help you. It's a part of the pyramid scheme. It's also a part of the population control. They kill, look at research. Do y'all research on holistic doctors? When you go on Google or whatever search engine you like to use, look up holistic doctors who were murdered. Type in murdered holistic physicians, and you will see a lot of them. I mean, a lot of them. And they even killed, a few years ago when I started doing research on holistic doctors, it was one physician, they killed her and her family. She was what? It was her husband, and her toddler son. You killed the baby too. What that baby gonna say? It was in the middle of the night. And I think this was during the winter. It's just this, it was just so quiet. It was professional people that came in and killed this family. The way it was done. There was no signs of break-in or anything. They knew how to get in without making anything look out of place, and they were able to cover their tracks. And you had one woman who was a holistic physician who was found dead in the river, where a lot of them show up, where a lot of them have actually been found in rivers, dead. Of course, a lot of them are made to look like suicides. That should tell you something. All these holistic doctors are being picked off. It's about the money, and it's about, it's about them just making a profit. A lot of the doctors, you got a lot of witch doctors that work in the mainstream medical industry, okay, that be doing dirt. The movies where you have the nurse that's that evil ass nurse that's the head of that particular station, that be bossing around all them other nurses and telling them what to do and all this type of stuff. Freaking crazy. They purposely misdiagnose people, or you got some physicians that are, like I said, that ain't in there for nothing but the money or whatever may have you. Half of them don't even know what you do. How you cure somebody today. The doctor don't even really come in and really examine you. They really don't come in. Yeah, they only, I'll run some tests. I'll do this. You got this. I'm going to just give you a script. That's all they are. What healing are you doing? You don't take care of your patients. Like, what are you doing? Okay, well, of course, some of them help certain things because they have to keep up with the illusion that they're curing people. So yeah, some things like, they can, they'll cure, or they'll, or, give off this illusion that they have cured it or whatever, because it's like, I don't know how many times I done had issues where they just treat it or whatever, and then it just come back or whatever. A lot of what they do, treatment. Yeah, there's no profit in healthy people. Like, back in the old days, being a doctor and a nurse, that was a side hustle. The biggest paid person in the medical industry back in the old days were midwives. Midwives, because everybody loved popping them out some babies. Okay, so like, midwifery has always been a huge thing. Was always a huge thing. Those were probably the most people that were at work in that field were midwives. Like, doctors, it was a side hustle because people weren't getting sick like that. When they were sick or something was wrong with them, they cured the person. They didn't have millions of patients running in and out of the hospital every day. Like, are you kidding? With all these strange health problems. And that's another thing, they put all this crap in the food. They put it in the air. They put out these little viruses and crap, to make people sick and stuff like, and God said that they would be physicians of no value. And how do spiritualists tie into this? And snake oil doctors. Yay, look. Spiritualists have, and when I'm speaking of spiritualists, I'm speaking of the people that are in the New Age departments. Whatever they want to call themselves, whatever fancy name y'all go by. And I love how I come across twin flame videos with urgent messages, and then I look into it and there's nothing of any value that you've given in your 1 hour video. Urgent message. Twin flames must look at this. And when you go into it, I can't even get past the first 5 minutes. Because you're talking about nothing. I used to sit through a lot of them. After a while, I was like, you didn't even give me shit that I could use. You're a spiritualist of no value. Okay? Most people who are in the New Age industry today are only in it for the money. Okay? And that's another thing. A lot of fortune tellers